Where are the teachers? Where are the teachers? They're teaching me that this game is increasingly more flawed the more I learn about it. You get a boost with sandwiches, but only if you connect with other players. Single player gets screwed once again. I guess it's fitting that the choices before that, were related to Pikachu being angry and the artist being angry. And now I'm angry. We got a triple threat of anger. Oh well, hello there, youngin. I'm sorry, I was lost in thought and didn't notice your approach. I feel I must again apologize for what transpired in the schoolyard. That was ages ago. The late son, man, he didn't bother me. Ah, that is very magnanimous. That woman who showed up is a dragon tamer, and a relative of mine, I might add. You see, I come from a very long line of trainers who specialize in dragon-type Pokemon. We're all like that, we have this weird dragon-themed thing, specializing in dragon Pokemon and nothing else. There was a child in our family who was expected to stand on its head and lead its wings. But the young lad, rebellious little fellow that he was, ran away from home one day. I mean, you probably were going to be like, okay, you're going to be the head of this dragon clan thing, and he's just like, no, man, I want to do other things. But it's like, no, you are the chosen one. You were born for this. And like, screw you guys. Well, I'm not going home because that would imply that I'm sticking around. So screw you guys, I'm leaving home. He made quite the show of it too, swearing he'd make a living with music. Ah. That's why you're smiling. He's like, ah, yes, he's pursuing a career in art, technically. He's gonna call himself Dragon. But then he realized he couldn't do that because there was... I'm not sure if they're from New Zealand or Australia, but there's a band that has that name. So, they sent a cease and desist, so he couldn't use that name. A lot happened since then, and now he's the art teacher and Elite Four member before. Oh, it's you! Plot twist. After I so rudely took my leave during our last conversation, my dear relative encouraged me to give up teaching and return home at last. So he's a musician, then. What instruments do you play, Hassel? I have been told the current leader of my family, that is to say my father, is in poor health. Oh, but I do apologize. Perhaps I'm not cut out for teaching after all. What sort of teacher grumbles on and on at his own students? I don't want you to quit teaching. You're a great teacher, man. You don't teach me how to draw or anything, but you teach me something. Ah, my dear Emily Bay, you have no idea how much your words mean to me. Thank you so very much. You feel trusted by Mr. Hassel. Still standing around? Oh, I'm so sorry, I was lost in thought. I was thinking back to, the old days when I was in, a metal band. We played music like this. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just picturing it. It's just like a crazy freaking, those very heavy sounding guitar riffs and growling and screaming vocals. And he did both. He plays the guitar and does those vocals. Just picture that in your mind. Picture him as that type of musician. Actually, now I'm just picturing him in, Kiss makeup. It's like he formed the Pokemon equivalent of the band Kiss. I can kind of picture it. Just put something like, paint on his face. You can imagine it. You'll never look at that character the same way again. Why, if it isn't Emily May from Class 1A. Are you perhaps interested in the rest of the old tale I told you in class? It is quite convenient that you would take the data I presented in class. A vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads that obtained these 4 treasures. The king's castle was destroyed. Why, you ask? Because those 4 treasures were actually 4 Pokemon. You tell me that he drew on a wooden Pokemon? As these Pokemon were passed from human hand to human hand as treasures, they became tainted by hubris and greed. Finally, after coming in contact with the representative of the king at that time, they awakened as disasters and began to rampage out of control. The king called for renowned Pokemon wielders to defend the country, and after a fierce battle, these incarnations of disasters were quelled. It is said that these 4 Pokemon were then sealed away somewhere in Paldea. Like a legendary... It's not a trio like it usually is, it's 4 of them. So what do you think? Would you say the story is just make-believe? I mean, there's always these legendary stuff in Pokemon, so... Realistically, yeah, it's make-believe. In the world of Pokemon, that's gotta have some truth to it. Very astute of you. I have read many historical disaster accounts, personal journals, and the like. And even if it was, it would be like, it's a representative of, the time. It's like, just the story gets muddied the further through time you go. There's much to support the truth of the story. If I am able to prove the story is veracity myself, I will be sure to let you know. Perhaps we will encounter this Pokemon. It can't be influenced with this Raifort. You see, that's the question. That's the answer there. There are 4 forts hidden throughout this world. Each of them containing one of these Pokemon. The twist is, these forts are actually submerged. So we need to learn dive, except can't learn dive and go underwater in this game. I'm still basically that old fairy tale. You must await further report. It's like, could you repeat what they would describe that as? Like, I'm trying to picture. It's like, they must be new Pokemon, so it's like I can't even think of any Pokemon that would match the description, so they must be new ones. The cafeteria. I could use a drink, I'm always thirsty. Well, not always, but I always gotta stay hydrated, especially when doing commentary for 56 minutes now. I didn't think it'd be so warm right next to a refrigerator. Sure, it's a fridge. Emily Bay, you scared me. You made me shit myself. Here to eat? Will you cooking something? Oh no, I'm not here for anything food related at all. I was just walking around the entrance hall, and I felt that intense gaze that I told you about before. So I threw that person in the oven and turned it on. You ever hear that, Hansel and Gretel? Yes, you can see how that fits in here. So I quickly ducked into the cafeteria here. Our cafeteria is only one entrance, so I thought I might be able to discover the identity of the person watching me if they followed me in. Ah, someone's come just now. Huh, that's weird. I thought I saw her coming here. I guess I won't. I guess I won't be able to ask my question today either. That girl, I feel like I've seen her several times before. She has a question for you. Seems to be a student here, but I get the feeling that her question is not about her studies. Then she's like, it's like, okay, math teacher, I know this isn't your specialty, but you're a woman, so just start perioding there. And then she starts explaining periods. It's like, no, I meant like the next period of class. Oh, shit! Now I feel like next time I see her, maybe I'll go start up a conversation myself. It should have been a little. It could have been a little scary being here on my own. I'm glad you were here with me. What? Do you think she was gonna shank you? You'll just about miss time. Hello, Emily May. Feel free to come ask me questions anytime. Except don't ask me any questions. Because I don't have answers to give. What does he do to the biology lab? He wants to learn biological terms, you know, in multiple languages. Well, these Mercra are nocturnal, but people say you stay here in the lab even when the sun's out. They hide themselves away during the day so they're not disturbed. Yeah, they freaking sit up there. The back of his head, man, with the hair. It still looks like some kind of weird badge or one of those lollipops. Yes, circle. They're kind of like a sweet type of one. That's what his back of his head looks like. Oh my dear Emily May. Thanks to advice from before armies, well, just see it yourself. Hey, is it feeling better now? It seems very quiet. Feeling better? Yeah, it feels better, but this particular party may just be a bit meek, I suppose. Interruption. I had Nurse Miriam take a look as well, and she says there's nothing wrong with it health-wise. So it shouldn't have any injuries, ailments, or the like. But does she specialize in Pokemon? Even so, it seems never utters so much as a cry, which is odd. Perhaps it's a mute. It's like a mute. What kind of Pokemon is that? I mean, mute is in it's not capable of speaking. Or maybe, you know, it's a bit like me when it's around multiple people, it just kind of shuts down and doesn't talk much. That part even Mr. Jack hears asked it. Has even watched up. Sorry that I couldn't be of any help. I don't know why our voices are always changing. Pass. Don't worry about it. I don't know how to speak words in other languages. And someone took some kind of razor across the back of my head twice. I have some more information now, thanks to the Academy Security Council. I wasn't paying attention. Do you have any dialogue in between that? And what's going on in the back there? It's just like... I'm just gonna stand here awkwardly. This Ghastly is actually, you know that, like, arena trap and stuff like that, moves like that? Whatever the ghost equivalent was. Yeah, it's gonna be stuck here. I can't move from this spot. And I can't even say anything, so I don't know how you're even hearing this, but I'm trying to communicate. Help me over here, that's what's happened to that Palmy. The Ghastly's pulled the same stuff on the Palmy, but nobody notices. This Ghastly's evil, I tell you, evil. Team Palmy was attacked by a wild Pokemon and fled here to the Academy grounds. See, I call it, the Ghastly is the main culprit. And it got away with it. It's in plain sight. Maybe it's still in a bit of shock from that experience and can't bring itself to speak yet. Yep, if that's the case, there's absolutely no problem with keeping quiet. That's the problem. We can just, wait, that is, until it feels like talking. That's all we can do, really. So, Toriaisu to that, for now. In Japanese. Because that's what Toriaisu means, generally. It's for now, basically. And the reason I keep bringing up that... Well, I don't keep bringing up the phrase, but in my Lil Buster's Let's Play, I'm always bringing it up. Because it's always bloody sad. Anytime a character says Toriaisu, I'm like, there's that phrase again. Because it's such a common phrase, and I didn't know what it meant for the longest time. Especially because of the way it's spelt. Like in Romanji, you know, in language that'd be like written, you know, with letters that would, you know, you look at it, it's like, okay, you got T, O, and whatever. So it's like T, O, R, I, A. Was it like that? Or am I thinking it wrong? I should really, you know, do it out phonetically. Toriaisu. That makes more sense now. Because that, you hear it, Toriaisu. There's an E in there that isn't pronounced. So I was so thrown off by that. Bloody confusing. Even if you can speak all sorts of languages, there's no guarantee that you can understand what's going on in someone's heart. But have no fear, I won't give up. No, I'll keep on trying until we've figured each other out.
You feel trusted by Mr. Salvatore.
Homie's doing great. It's just a bit of a quiet one.
Can't talk to the palmy.
Ghastly, what did you do?
I did nothing.
And if I did, I don't regret one bit.
Oh, it's your partner. Are you sure it's your partner and not your captor?
I guess it's quite timid by nature, so it's not the best at hitting hard, but it can sure move fast.
What do you think of my Pokedex?
It's not good enough. Not good enough, Kamari.
Man, how long ago was that Let's Play? It's been years now. So colorful. I'm so boring and generic by comparison. I don't get how to solve this one here. Hassel, that problem, you see, I'm just a generic teacher. And all the other, they're all here. And now, when was my next class? I've got to put that test together soon.
Ah, Miss Emily May. I tricked you with that question. You thought that it's all hard work will lead to something? No. It's worthless unless you got a friend. What's that? You don't have a friend? Or you don't have access to the online? Well, ha 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 ha. Aren't you fucked? But hell, you could even have friends and still not be able to do that, because they need the game too, and a copy. They need the Switch and a copy of this game.
Nintendo, man, especially Game Freak in this case, I guess. But whoever was the asshole who thought, you know what, we did the whole, trading thing between games from the very start, and we're gonna keep it consistent throughout the entire series. Just to, keep it as a pattern and sell more copies and piss off people like me who don't really have the ease of access of that. Sun and Moon were the perfect games for that. You have to make an account and all that to use the online shit, but you could do it for free. Now they charge you for that shit, so you're fucked. So it's basically either get friends that have the game and the console, or freaking cough up the money, bitch.
Anyways, there's something that I would very much like to ask for your help with.
Only if you help me make a 5-star sandwich.
What is it?
You need my help? What is it?
Well, you see, I do not want anyone to overhear this, but I hear rumors of an incredibly sweet condiment that exists somewhere in the Paldea region. I absolutely must experience that unbreakable sweetness for myself. You are the only one who knows of my insatiable sweet tooth, thus I have no one else I can turn to for help in this matter. But not even Arvin knows of this. I cannot go looking for this condiment myself, lest I destroy the image students have of me. They think I'm a Hachimashima. I tell them, well, I don't tell them anything about that. I don't want to ruin that image for them. Who is this Hachimashima anyway? Well, obviously they don't see him as that.
That'd be kind of weird though, wouldn't it? It's like, how would that work? It's like, so is Tekken real and take place in the same universe as Pokemon? Or does Tekken exist as a video game franchise in the world of Pokemon? If it was either one of those two, it'd be complete insanity, but obviously, I'm just making up a lot of bullshit, because it kind of looks like if a Hachimashima and Mr. Satan, or wherever his name was from Dragon Ball Z, did the fusion dance and somehow became obsessed with cooking instead of fighting. I'll repay you for your troubles, of course. Give it some thought if this piques your interest. You want us to go find it? For reals? In the meantime, I will gather what information I can about this incredibly sweet content. We're gonna get a side quest at the end of each of these. They're like social links, except not really, because you don't really get any ranks, no level up or anything like that. It's just like, as you go through the classes, you get a new scene, and maybe you get a quest at the end, and maybe a reward. You feel trusted by Mr. Sagoro.
Please feel free to relax and unwind if you wish. No need to concern yourself with me and my sweet tooth.
It was a good night, smelled like a hospital. Whenever I'm feeling down, I kinda hear the tank breathing when I'm feeling down about stuff in class. Must be I'm over that but still without making me explain all everything she's so nice. Stare at that ass all day as she turns this way, but she never does, she's always facing there. Wait, that would imply she'd be looking the other direction, actually. Forget what I was saying anyway. Injured? If people get injured, you can bring them here to the nurse's office to get healed up. Am I? No, they're already healed. Can't you know? When you look at your opponent's eyes, you can tell what it's thinking? So if it's glaring, it means it wants to go for your throat. Hey there, come on in, everyone's welcome in the nurse's office. Oh, Emily Bay, I'm glad you're here. I have some good news, but you're not gonna believe this, but I passed the health teacher certification exam and got a round of applause from some people in the room, maybe. Congratulations. I can't really do a proper good clap. That's great, congratulations. Or Meditor. I'm turning into Salvatore. Salvatore? What was it again? Or Meditor, Salvatore. They kind of sound similar. Salvatore or Meditor. Thank you so much. I saw you pushing yourself real hard with your treasure hunt. That really inspired me. Of course, most of the credit for my success goes to my own hard work, though. Thanks for giving me the push I needed to try again. It only took me 800 tries, but I finally got it in it. Well, thanks for the revives. But they tell me there's no room to add new classes this year. I'm like, seriously? My story should be about me getting a good damn class, man. But you know, because everyone else's class is up to like freaking class 6 now, they can't add me in randomly now. It's not space to learn about freaking, you know, healthcare. So I guess I'll keep being Nurse Miriam for it. Just you wait though, I'll be standing in front of a class at this academy before you know it. Then I'll teach you all you need to know about health. I bet I'll make a great teacher. I can't wait to see you in my class. You formed a close bond with Nurse Miriam. First class she teaches sexual education. It's like, well, you're just thrown right into the deep end there. Oh hey, Emily May, don't work too hard out there. Rest is important too. Might as well go to our room, why not? So I know I said I was going to immediately go face Cassiopeia. But then I remembered I wanted to evolve the Noibat I've got, which means we're gonna have to go out and do some battles. Might as well see if we can catch some new Pokemon while we're at it too. But where to go? And besides, as is evident by that side duck being there, it's now daytime. We gotta be here during the evening. Where in the world shall we go? I said, where in the world can we go? Yes, there. Where have we not actually been properly? Man, this map is all over the place. What area is this? Is there even any settlement back there at all? Well, let's go. Oh wait, that's what's its face's base, isn't it? Let's have another look around. See any area of the map that I haven't really properly explored. And I didn't really explore this area all that much, did I? So let's head over here to Alfonada. Also, just now looking at that image they used for the flying. So that taxi did not look safe and it didn't look like it had much room to it. So, do we have a taxi driver with us? It's like, so you were able to get these birds to you now. Not drop us to our deaths, right? Like, no. They kind of do what they want. Sometimes we have to deal with the lawsuits, you know? Behold these muscles. I built up these muscles by many trips to the gym, but not the Pokemon gym. Maybe that's what it is. The gyms are actually gyms for people. That's why we battle outside instead. My brilliant brawn will surely lead me to victory. It's not about how strong you are, man. It's how strong your Pokemon. Night Slash! You are under level. There's probably a bunch of trainers with Pokemon that are still in this single digits of levels that I just haven't battled yet. My massive Here my go-to is the Pokemon gym. No, it's a human gym. Where? I don't see any Pokemon and human gyms around in this world. I've been all around Paldea and I've not seen a single human gym. Not even a person named Jim, I don't. Oh, we've already completed that. Are there any Pokemon in Area 6 that I haven't caught before? Have I caught this thing? I think I did, right? Klefki. I was gonna bump into it just to confirm. It's faster than checking the Pokedex at this point. Yeah, I've got you. You're free to go, Klefki. Here's the keys. Honestly, that rock, I was like, that could be a Pokemon, but no, it's just a rock. It's the Garth! Why do you look like that? Like, that's kind of rude and a bit too close and up and personal there. I got the Garth Dick Lolita outfit thing going on. It's their entire... Where'd they go? It's like Curlia going through their goth phase. It's like, it's not a phase, Mom. I'm gonna evolve into Gothivore instead of Gardevoir. I don't know what its fully evolved form is called, but you know, it might as well be that. So, have I caught this one before? I don't think I have. Gothorita. So if you throw just a ball at you right out the gate, will that work? It had another Gothorita back there, I saw that. We stole its buddy. I went against my own rules because I didn't see it until just then. Like, no, you stole my friend! Gothorita's data has been added to the Pokedex. Manipulate Pokemon, Psychic type, of course. Using its psychic power, it arranges pebbles to form the shapes of constellations. Some people believe this Pokemon came from outer space. A space Goth? Height 2.4, weighs 39.6 pounds. So does it have a pre-evolve? Oh. I'm being ambushed. And there's another one. We didn't take all of them. I won't notice if one of their buddies disappeared. Apparently their fully evolved form can be encountered around here, but I guess it's a rare encounter, which would make sense. What? It's tea time. Cup of tea, anyone? Yeah, I've already got some tea. I got the terraform version, didn't I? Or did just seem just flying sentient teacups just flying around? You definitely think that you must be dreaming or something because it just doesn't make sense. We got Mudbray and its parent, and we got some peppers attacking us. I think I've already caught the peppers, right? Which means I can make a U-turn on those peppers. How about we... Oh! Yeah, just try out Noibat here. Go get him, dude! Ow. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe not. You killed Coo, you bastards! Okay, you're gonna pay so bad for what you just did. The whole point of this is to level up Coos. Now I must revive Coo just to be able to get them the XP from this battle. Pitiful. We will get some acrobatics out of this. So, what? I've got that thing down there now. Although I forget which form I caught. Does it really matter? I mean, maybe they add something, but I didn't. There's a family of goats. There's a Pokeball over there. Man, they really are like goats, aren't they? We're being attacked by the Donald Trump looking Pokemon. Slash! Cut him on cool his ass. Any of you goose want more? The little one charges. You killed my father. Now you must die. What is that over there? Hey. Very well, we will do that. I will make a U-turn on it. And you are still too pitifully weak to withstand any of my attacks. What is that over there? It's one of you guys. Thank you. Look at that beautiful water. Now you got a friend out, so just stop following. I've been stalked by goats. I must have something that it wants in my pocket. It wants to eat something that. That is a small Flaffy, or is Flaffy just a lot smaller than I thought? Now there's two of them, that means we leave them alone. What are you? Are you Palmy? Yes, you are, but I've already caught a Palmy. You may go now. Class dismissed. Just minding my own business, and if you come charging, I got a dark slash with your name on it. Okay, it's been pretty chill. We're just outside of its territory, so it'll leave us alone. The Flaffy is curious to see how this is going down. He's asking the question everyone is asking. And that is, what the hell are you even doing here? What, you're gonna battlecast up here? But, you know, Noibat hasn't leveled up, unfortunately, so until Noibat evolves, then kind of stuck out in the middle of nowhere, just looking for Pokemon that I haven't caught, basically. And then eventually we will do what I was supposed to do. Wait, I thought that was shiny, but nope. A lot of Pokemon, same old ones we encounter everywhere around this area, and full of restaurants, candy that we could use instead of battling. Have we caught that thing? I'm not sure. We will battle it. It's probably a bad idea. I think this one might be part 5 type. I don't know, I can't remember. This is one of those Pokemon from a gen that I wasn't playing the games during the gen. And you know, it's already got the 5 type in here. Terraform. Go, 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 go! Finish! Shot! He's using workup. He learned about that from that class we took on. Wait, is defeated one single turn? I didn't even need to do anything. Wow, I feel dizzy, man. I feel like that was so anticlimactic. And then the music just changes like that. Litlier. I caught a Litlier before. I guess I must have. Well, Litlier trains it, but it's already a fire type, so that Terraform doesn't really have anything, really, does it? Hurt by battling by the enemies, the hotter its mane will wear on stuff. Lit. The. No, it's gotta be French. Lit Z. Or maybe. Which language is it? Is it German or French that has Z? You know, in the pronunciation a lot. Wherever the case is, it is Lit Z Terra. Even though its Terraform is kind of its default type in the beginning. Anything new around? Yo. Anything up in the ruins? There's a freaking Hypno. Your hypnosis does nothing against me. You're freaking tall, man. You don't scare me. So there's this Hypno. Kinda weird looking guy, you know. He thinks he's the shit, but really, he's the embodiment of shit. He's just a load of shit. I mean, actually, we're kind of matching colors here. Should I be concerned by that? Alright, let's go, Triple H. It's like, what did you just call me? Oh god, it's really, Well, it's actually the highest over level here, so I could end up knocking it out. Gotta be careful. See this Ultra Ball? It's got yellow on it. Of course he didn't like that one.
Time to play the game!
Thought to kind of give you that name now. Probably use last. Was Last Resort an attack or my? No, I'm thinking of freaking Persona. But is that also an attack in these games? Explosion, whatever, you know, the self-destruct type of attack. We just use that. It's like, I'd rather freaking die than be called Triple H. Because I see what you're doing there, and I don't like it. If you don't know, Triple H is a wrestler. I guess he's retired as a wrestler now. He's now one of the main guys in charge of WWE these days, sort of, I guess. And he just happens to have a bit of a big nose, so, you know. I mean, that's really all you need to know. And it's even got the first letter, its name is H. It all comes together. Hypno's dad has been answering Pokedex. Hypnosis Pokemon. Oh, it's holding a pendulum that swings at a steady rhythm. It causes drowsiness in anyone nearby. And when you mention that, it makes you think of the Linkin Park song, you know, the pendulum swing. Height 5.3, weighs 166.7 pounds. Is it really that tall? Triple H. Yay. So Triple H, how tall are you really? Are you really in the 6 foot range? I forget how tall Triple H is supposed to be. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, if he is 5 foot something, then I guess we might be 5 foot something too, at the very least. It's really hard to gauge the height, especially when he's, you know, trying to do a hypnosis spell on me. Your hypnosis has no effect on me, Hypno. Kiss my ass.
Be gone!
The hypnosis doesn't work on humans, I'm afraid. We're in Hypno Valley. For some reason I thought maybe that was going to be like something you could actually go inside of. Excuse me, Hypno. I just recreate the intro to Modern Fight for the Life of Brian. Like, just call him Big Nose. Like, if you call me Big Nose one more time, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Thing is, there's clearly a height difference. This one's taller. And yet still it feels like it's not that much taller than we are. Maybe we are taller than Coots and Little Busters. I just can't tell. I'm probably going to end up using the first and XP candies at this point because we're not really getting much XP out here. And the only new Pokemon we caught is a Hypno, really. Well, we caught that golf Pokemon too, I guess. So any one of you guys up here too? Or is it just you? Just looking. Oh, didn't see you there. How dare you! I'm just gonna throw an Ultra Ball right at kids. You think that's good enough? Uh-oh. Ow! Ultra Ball! That's all it takes. Welcome, Rockstar's Midnight Pokedex Wolf Pokemon. Midday form Rock type. It has a calm and collected demeanor. It swiftly closes in on its prey, then slices them with the rocks in its mane. Slice them to pieces with rocks. That sounds like a very unpleasant. That's like being like smothered by freaking sandpaper or something, but worse. Height 2.7 with 55.1 pounds. Like, is that its height from like its toe to the top of its ears, or are we like, if it stood on its hind legs, would it be probably while it's on all fours? But you can never tell with some of these heights, you know. Yeah, now that I think about it, as far as dogs go that families had over the years, I think this might be the only one I can think of anyway that was actually male. And he was a good dog. And his name was Tucker. He was never, neutered, but he didn't know how to use it anyway. It's like we had another dog that was female. He tried to hump her from time to time. Except it was on the side, because he had no idea what he was doing. Very good, loyal dog, though. Just not the smartest when it comes to that, which is a good thing. Because that meant he got to keep his balls. Because he didn't know how to use them.